Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was our director. So fortunate to have him as the director.
What are the fundamentals or the principles behind the missile guided, and where do we stand in the missile technology as on today in the world?
Developing a class of systems like Akash, Prithvi, Agni, Nag, and Trishul.
What do you think that is it going to be very rapid change into the missile technology? What do you give the advice to the student in such type of the field to come and pursue the career?
I think this is the right time. They have to get into this new technology.
We wish to have some part of the missile technology or missile courses into the graduation or in the post graduation level. So, madam, anything special you want to tell to our students? That how they have to go and shape up their life. Namaskar dosto, I am Dr. A.K. Tiwari. I welcome you all here for this podcast which is being done with Madam Dr. Tessy Thomas. I don't think that she needs any introduction, but it's my moral responsibility to introduce her. Being a missile woman of India, Agni Putri of India, I don't know, in the previous era, maybe around 200 or 250 years back, when we used to talk about Maharani Lakshmi Bai, or we used to talk Jijabai, or some of the unsung women of our history. Possibly they may be the same as today we have got the Tessy Madam with us. So in this note, because today men dominated society, and getting a empowerment of the woman, I don't think that anybody can be the better or the best example other than Dr. Tessy Thomas ji, who was the former Director General of the DRDO Missile Group, and she is the recipient of all the award which can be related with the missile technology in India, and she has worked with missile man, that is Dr. Abdul Kalam ji, former President of the India. She has been very fortunate to work. So welcome, madam, to our campus. And I'm really proud to have you here. Not for this podcast, also for our convocation as the chief guest of the convocation. You are going to deliver the convocation address tomorrow here. So a lot of thanks for coming and making it possible, in spite of all odds, for being, long journey, uncertainty of the flights and all, but still you had made it. So thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Now, madam, just how did you adjust yourself with your family and being a missile woman of the India? That is it is the question which is coming to everybody's mind, that a woman of, who have got his family also, then how it has been possible for you to do this?
To be frank, it is your own mindset what matters.
Yes,
and then the responsibilities from DRDO is there, that for what project you are working. So your commitment, dedication, that is what drives you to develop an indigenous product for our nation's security. Right. So that responsibility drives all of us. Along with that, our role of taking care of the family. Yes, I didn't have any inhibition in doing or whatever work at family. So I was good at cooking also, so I didn't have any problem. So that way the balance comes. It is your the easiness which you can carry. That is because your mind is free to do that. So that's what it matters.
And possibly you got whole support also from your family.
Yeah, definitely the family support, my husband,
because
my
son. When I was talking to you during the lunch and during the tea, I could definitely understand that how good you are in cooking and all, because you had all the knowledge of all the spices, that how it has to be added and how much is to be added. So all kudos to you, madam, for that one, to have balance in professional life and the family life. That is something very different actually. Madam, what inspired you to pursue this career actually in the missile as a missile technologist, and what have been some of the most significant milestone in your journey of this?
To be frank, from school days, interested in the science, mathematics background. So, wanted to go an era where girls are not going much for the engineering.
Yes.
But I was very much keen on doing engineering. Then after my BTech from Trichur Engineering College, got the opportunity to write for MTech in guided missiles, sponsored by DRDO. So I was selected one among the 10 students for that course.
Yeah.
After doing the missile technology course, then we came to the DRDO Hyderabad lab, the missile complex, where Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was our director. So fortunate to have him as the director in the leadership role, and then there the journey of missile started, and I was identified for the Agni class of systems, so development of the systems. Definitely the developing a class of systems like Agni 4, that's one of the milestone, because wherein which we have gone all the new technologies at par with the world class, taking into account of the weight, mass fraction, the materials used for from a 15 CDV steel material for the rocket motor casing, we have gone into the carbon composite materials, the weight advantage, everything has improved. Technology, even the avionics point of view also, we have gone with the world class systems. Designs were
that's true. That's why,
taken care.
You are being known as the missile woman of the country. Madam, people must be getting afraid of while talking to you or something like that. That anything goes wrong, that Madam can fire a missile or something like that.
No, nothing. Missiles are meant for a country's defense, and of course, I think we are the people who are very cheerful people who are doing this, because we are making weapons of peace.
True.
So that way.
So, madam, what are the fundamentals or the principles behind the missile guided? Because once you did the MTech in the missile technology, so that is, basically what are the fundamentals? I'm just asking that somebody is interested
basically,
and how to
there
go
are
about it actually.
Two classes of missiles, the tactical missiles, short range. So you can have a fast maneuvering missile where guidance are taken care with respect to that, homing guidance systems, whereas the strategic systems, long range ballistic missiles, the technology is based on navigation and guidance. That is for a long range, the onboard computed systems adapted to go on its own. So the trajectory will be defined by it. Long range, long rocket motors required, stages of configurations required. That way it is classified.
And how, when, you must have done your MTechs about 25-30 years back. So how much the change it has taken over the time, from the time you passed it on and now?
Yeah, the basic fundamental technology remains the same. So you keep on add to the advancements of the technology. Like we started designing missiles initially with the algorithms which can meet with the real-time systems. Whereas today with the artificial intelligence, deep learning, the algorithms can be developed for adaptive and corrective measures also can be built in, because the fast computing systems have come. So the computation capability what we carry as an onboard computer, the capabilities have enhanced, and then we can build into so many adaptive features which can give a upper hand in technologies.
Right, ma'am. So basically, you say that now, with the introduction of the AI and machine learning, this has been more advanced and more complex, or it has been simplified by introduction of
although more and more algorithm added, it becomes more complex, but at least the solution can be made simpler and easier.
Okay. And where do we stand in the missile technology as on today in our,
I think we are at par with the world class system. Yes, for all the guidance, navigation, and the system capability, I think we are at we are at the best.
And what are the significant challenges what you have faced in your life when you are, working for the missile, and how did you overcome out of this thing actually?
Actually, our time we were working for the technologies first of its kind in the country. And our country, the manufacturing ecosystem, the technological advancement ecosystem, everything were in the starting phase, we can say. So we had to, as a DRDO, we had to develop systems, design, develop, test, go through the iterations, prove it till it is functionally defined. So that process of going through that iterations, the learning curve was a long period of knowledge and building up the manufacturing ecosystem, development system, design capability. Altogether, it was a challenges were very new, and maybe we have to go through a lot of iterations to reach to that. And preparation or the development of systems used to be 4 to 5 years those days, the starting phase. Today it is 1 year, 2 year, and less than a year also if it is. Technologies are very known to us.
So that is the primitive things are still preserved in the missile?
No, we keep going. I mean, we can't design a system like 8086 based now. We started design of an onboard computer, maybe that. Today the technology, avionics, the technology keeps obsolescence of the computer systems and things happen. So we need to adapt to the new technology what is coming and build on that.
Because recently when I used to go to VSSC, so in the ground floor of the VSSC, if you look at that, in that bullock cart and cycle and everything, it is lying there, that how the cell was being taken by the bullock cart and how the cell was putting by the this thing, and then how we have evolved from that phase to
definitely we also preserve the how we have gone through the journey of technology evolution is seen. So we also have systems in the museum of our thing where we go through a technological walkthrough.
Where is that, remember?
In Hyderabad.
That is Hyderabad, the missile complex.
Missile complex, yes.
Okay. And Madam, how do you balance the need of advanced technology with the importance, the reliability and the safety factors required?
No, every system what we design of a critical operating system, so we have to, at the beginning itself, we have to define whether new technology or whatever technology we use, the reliability factor has to be the high, and safety norms, safety and security of the execution of the events, everything has to have the implication of what can go wrong, the failure analysis, all we have gone through an iteration of knowledge. And then today when we start the design of a system, we will take into all the learned knowledge, what we have learned through the experience, that is also put in forth, and then the design takes. So it automatically takes care of the reliability and safety of
because you have already got a standardization done for that one. So
and a number of tests, training of the system. So the advantage today is we can have so many simulated setups and testing of the systems. So we carry out in a very large scale, widely all the subsystem and subsystems integrated together. We can have a testing requirements which becomes fail free. That's
right, ma'am. Ma'am, after your superannuation from DRDO, I think it's about 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
It's going to be.
So in this 2 years of the time, like when you were there, you were known as the figure of the missile, this thing. But so far we have not heard anybody as name as you were prominently being referred by everybody, that like Kalam Sahab, every time he was being referred, then after that you were referred. So is it any commitment problem is there, or the facilities wise, or the people are just taking it very this thing that how to, I mean, whatever I have to achieve I will achieve, and that's fine, something like that. So.
Not like that. For me, I was fortunate to work. The DRDO gave me the opportunity to work on the missile systems, which is of strategic in nature, then design, develop, and we have developed the system from the very beginning. So, design system to a design engineer, and the knowledge of all the subsystems. All this is all come with experience and
That's
being there for many of the systems. So almost 36 years I worked in that field, and that's the knowledge which has been there.
That, but still it is all the commitment.
Yeah, definitely the determination to do things, the requirement. First of all, feeling the responsibility of the country for making these systems. That is what it makes the difference.
That's what I wanted to know.
And presently also all our scientists and technologists, they are highly dedicated. Everybody knows their job, and then they are all working towards the.
It has to be like that, because everybody is working for the country
development.
So we can say that country is always in the safer hands as far as these things are concerned.
Yeah, that's true.
And what do you think that of maybe next decade or next next 20 years, is it going to be very rapid change into the missile technology? How do you think
missile technology will remain the same, like added features like artificial intelligence, built-in algorithms to take care of like when a system is made, the development of counter systems, counter measures, they all can be built into the system. That is the advantage, because
then somebody will like the anti-missile.
So how to counter that type of a system? That way the technology gets developed for taking care of our system, securing our system, as at the same time doing the job.
Yeah, ma'am. And how, like, now you're not actively involved in development of that. So how you keep yourself updated, that what are the new things are coming, and what are those sources for that one?
It's only the knowledge. It is up to you what you want to read and know about the system. So that is where the mind keeps there. And I'm now in a university as vice chancellor, where more of an administrative role, but the new generations learning. So I'm with the students. That's all. Learning from many of the startups, and the ecosystem in our country is. For the technology development is growing very fast. So if you observe or know about the things what is happening, that itself is a knowledge gain. So that's what I am.
Just you mentioned about the startups. So do you think that any of the startups, like government is also supporting the innovation centers and all, so is it some startup programs can be given to the universities or to the any of the academic institutions where the missile, what can be done, which can relate or which can substance something towards the progress of the country?
Technology development can happen. The requirement of missiles or what type and all that comes from the Ministry of Defense or DRDO, the requirement comes. But the technology development, startups, new areas of AI-driven inputs, robotics, these things can be academy, industry collaborated. So that will speed up our way of developing systems, and that is already in place now. Academy, industry and the research centers are coordinating very well for the new development of systems.
I just, madam, I know that you are too busy. I think you are as busy as when you were the Director General. So still you are able to cope up. So that is a very good thing. You are retired from the organization. But as far as your contribution and as far as the devotion is concerned, I think still it is the same which used to be there, when you were working actually. So madam, what is the main innovation you did it for which you have been known for that, that she is Dr. Tessy Thomas, why it is called the missile woman? Because some of the innovation and some of the field you might have been very innovative for that.
Basically I was a guidance designer. So this is the first time in a country guidance scheme developed for this long range strategic systems, wherein which we need to take care of multiple requirements on board. So all this algorithm development and going through that is one I can say area.
Yeah.
Then development of composite rocket motor casing for changing from the metallic world to the composite world and creating systems for. So that technology was adopted after Agni 4 to Agni 5 and all the variants, which gives a world-class benefit for the range capability, for the accuracy of the systems. So brought in a lot of technologies of world class at that point of time. So that I call it as all an innovative effort. It's not just there were everybody to guide, but finally you have to get it done and established as a project director. That's turned, that determination to get done.
Right.
These are the things which matters when an individual is.
Yes. And
otherwise, it's a teamwork of team job of thousands
and
of
being
scientists.
A team leader, you have to take some of the innovative ideas, which you have done it, and that's why you have been so successful about that one. And these, madam, composites and all, they are indigenously developed? Or
at the point of our development, things were not available in the country. NAL was the only source of carbon fiber development. Then it was built over a time. The requirement has been shown, and private as well as public and prices came in, and then today we are indigenously making them.
Today we are self-sufficient.
Yes, self-sufficient.
Things, Carbon fiber, nanoparticles, and graphene and all those things. And
yeah, we have developed all the technological capabilities.
And those are at par,
Yes, at par. Yes.
Yes, very good, madam. This is how the country has become so self-reliant. Self-reliance has come, and this thing, I think
there are a lot of government initiatives which helps us in taking up an indigenous
I think
development.
Last 10 years, a lot of things have been done for as far as the scientific world.
As far as DRDO is concerned, the products what we have already developed and proven, the import, no import of such systems were brought in. And there's a lot many government initiatives
if
towards
the things are available, then you also very easily take it and do the thing. But if things are not available or not made available to you, then you have to develop. And I think this is the thing what you have done it.
Yes.
So that's and do we have any international partners also in this missile this thing?
No, missile technology we don't get into any partners. We have only a joint venture for the BrahMos class of missiles. And that also we have got into the indigenization of our technology. So it's going on as part of the collaborative efforts. And other missiles, the technologies are developed in-house.
Now we have got different range of the missiles.
Different range, all the tactical.
I think missile something like that.
Missile technology range requirement wise, our country is self-sufficient, and we started importing to other countries, the smaller ones.
Right.
That is.
I think we are getting some orders also for the different missiles from the third world countries. So, and what do you think, madam, that how the institution like our university or other academia institutions, they can be a part of to develop the advancement of the missiles technology and supporting the industry for such type of the things,
Now, today the technological advancements required for systems like counter measures, electronic warfare, so you can get into that field where such systems are not come to establish. Like now what I mentioned is countermeasures, countermeasures, this level of intelligence build up onto the systems, operating systems, that command control guidance, any of this field we can enhance by academia collaborations. All our research work start with the academicians, so that they always think into the adding up more and more in knowledge base into it. So that makes the difference.
No, suppose I'm talking in particular about ITM University. Suppose we wish to have some part of the like missile technology or missile courses into the graduation or in the post graduation level.
Government has already initiated defense technology into the academic field.
But what I have seen at the most of the defense technology courses are within the government domain as on today. Actually,
Yeah.
it has not come to the private university so far, or maybe one or two. I don't know. But suppose we wish to have it. So how to go about it? If you can give some guidance for that. Actually.
And that we have to collaborate with the DRDO and get this time. This defense technology, most of the things are very specific to certain of the requirements. So that getting open to private universities also is there. Some of the private universities also is teaching. And basically the AI, the digital world is coming up. So the competence or our capability in those can be enhanced. Now quantum computing is coming.
Right.
So we look at the academicians to develop photonics, the new areas, a lot of research can be done on that. So new systems can be developed with respect to that. Radar communication capability, if you learn on the quantum computers, quantum systems, and the photonics, this is the era wherein which we can get into, where these technologies is an upcoming technology and systems can be developed.
So there is a definite path there to go for that one actually, because we are just thinking that suppose we get some of the problems which can be sorted out. So that could be a project set of the work in that one. What do you give the advice to the student in such type of the field to come and pursue the career in in such technologies, like particularly the missile technology?
No, they are basically born in an era where all the technologies are around them, and in a state where they can understand it better. So the knowledge what they want to capture is very well available to them, and the technology is what we are looking for. What is the requirements? There's a world where in which we can explore the space, space technology, aerospace, aeronautical systems. Any engineering branch you take, there is an enhancement required. So every core of the engineering is known, then you can
go for this.
Develop on any of these systems. So and they are all fortunate to be in the era where they can understand. So the lot of potential is there.
So do you think any special skills are also required to have to go in such type of the technology where you have
there is no special skill. Their interest to learn and aim for our Prime Minister's vision of Vikasit Bharat by 2047. I think this is the right time. They have to get into these new technologies, and in another 20 years we can reach there. That's very world class. Yes.
See, at least we have a Prime Minister who has got the vision to, and the time frame is also available.
Yes.
We want to go for this type of thing. Of course, previously there may be some other challenges. But now we have overcome those challenges, and now we are getting the support from the government and to do these technologies development. And madam, what have been the memorable moment as in career and working with your mentor?
Dr. Kalam, I think he has groomed, like I was fortunate to work throughout my career. I've seen he moving into as president. So he is one person who motivates us, and we can tell that inspiration and motivation at a time when no technology is available. So that is where he, as a leader, he finds that all the main missile systems, the Akash, Prithvi, Agni, Nag and Trishul, 5 missiles he initiated, and all the 5 came into existence, gone into the induction, and in a different or a higher generations of systems. All this happened within initiation to another 20 years. We have developed systems. So from nowhere, and we reached to it, technology know-how and know why, and systems were produced. So that is all his leadership capabilities of churning and getting things all across the country. The country didn't have an ecosystem. Country didn't even have a manufacturing capability. Industries were developed. So bringing it to this development definitely has played a key role in motivating all of us through the struggles of developing systems. So that is where he's a great.
True. Any special incident would you like to recall? That
No,
when you
I
are
have
working
the-
with him or something like that, some special
He
incident?
always used to come encourage us, keep asking us at what level we have come to the technology. And he says, yes, we have done. And he has always something to add to what we are doing.
Yeah.
So that inspiration of words, why don't we look at this and how we can. So every step, the step in encouragement was always there from him.
You remember him as one of
Guru,
the guru,
as a guru.
that's what and possibly he has been the guru of many of the
Many.
many
We
of
have
them, because
every
to whomever he-
individual scientist of the DRDO will remember him because he
I
was
know,
with us.
I know
as
one
a-
of I think you must be knowing Dr. Patri.
Yeah.
So when he was in Amarnath, I think he was on scientist D or something like. So that time Dr. Kalam was there.
Yeah.
So he was assigned to escort him actually. But wrongly he was given that he is coming to the domestic airport and he came to the international airport.
Oh.
So then he ran away from there and he came and he don't worry. And then he said it was late. So the DRDO guest house, he asked him also to stay there. So his humbleness and everything
Yeah,
is
he is a
so
true human.
true humanitarian.
yeah.
Actually. And I'm really very happy that at least you had a lot of interaction with
Yeah,
him.
lot of
things you have learned from him, and because of that you have come to the that is standard where everybody remembers you.
Thank you.
That is one thing is there. Now madam, what are the exciting opportunities and challenges in this particular field for the new generations actually?
The new generations has a lot of opportunities, and their challenges are better supported by technology. So they are in a world where they can learn easily and then get into the systems. Developments are faster, so they should attempt what is the new technology, what is coming up, and then they can achieve things.
So then how to motivate, because see, if you look at today's generation, they want to go very easy actually. They don't want to
Comfortable,
they want to be always into the comfort zone. So how do you advise them to come into some struggle zone and then learn, rather than to be always into the comfort zone and then do the
That's
things?
where the technologies are helping. I can understand, and every individual, the scientist has to be born in them. That scientific temperament we need to build in. So that's why we initiated the NEP 2020, wherein which the skill development from the school level itself, children are being taught the application oriented science and the maths part.
Yeah.
So that will generate curiosity, and the systems are going. I mean, I can see the difference in the school level itself.
Yes. So
That
the
skill
curriculum
school-
has to be
Yes,
made in
even-
such a fashion they have to learn more.
learn
actually.
more. The
Fundamentals.
technology can be understood, and the application, what it in turn gives. In the college level also, we have brought in the higher education also, the NEP 2020 is put in, where if you really go through the real meaning of the NEP structure, we can, the students can get motivated and learn better, because the skill has to be developed in that. Scientific temper has to be built into the students. That's happening. So
the
we'll see
curriculum has to be made in such a fashion. They have to be more involved in learning. Basically.
Yes, the next generation is going to come up with more and more knowledge. So the interest, their inspiration, their motivation, thought process will change. Definitely that will with that capabilities in these students, India is going to emerge in technologies.
Very good, ma'am. And madam, this missile technology, how beneficial to the society, and what are the responsibility one has to take as a missile loaded country, that how to get society benefited out of that?
Yeah, the technologies developed for these systems, spin-off technologies are there, which is useful for the society. There are many. If you look at any of the sensor developments, those things are getting applied in biomedical engineering, the healthcare, agriculture fields. We have done the drone technology, which is moving into the agriculture, health. So the technology, what is getting coming out from the defense field is going into multiple applications in the society. So that's how the development happens. Laser development of the system, laser source and development, that is now getting into many of the healthcare applications. So biomedical engineering and the defense, many applications are going into agriculture field, it is going. So these are all ecologically driven. So one technology is
it's the development of the technology actually, basically, and you are being benefited out of that. The whole society is being benefited out of that. So madam, anything special you want to tell to our students, that how they have to go and shape up their life for the betterment for themselves as well as for the society and at large in the country?
It's to the students that few years of learning that it matters, because that gives you the fundamental knowledge what you are getting. And today is a era in which lot of advancements in technologies are available. You learn that, and then you can be the accelerators for the next generation of technologies, and which our country is looking for. We are third among, second among and all. And this next generation can bring us as the first, the world-class technologies at par. That's the way we need to study, get the knowledge, and then if you are knowledgeable, you will be able to proceed, do good for the country.
Good. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
It has been very nice and very inspiring one to talk to you. Tomorrow when we meet at the convocation, you will not be able to elaborate in all sort of the things what we discussed it today. So thank you very much for taking up the time, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very
much. Thank you.